Why did you hit him? Well, he took my toy. Sounds kind of childish, doesn't it? This is a typical interaction in our family between two of our children. Sounds very childish. But in fact, Jesus says this kind of behaviour is very adult-like. Good morning, St. Peter's. We're going to keep going in Matthew 5. Please open up your Bible, open up a tab, have a look at Matthew 5:38. This is adultish. Actually, surprisingly, it's adultish behaviour. Tit for tat. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. See, Jesus says that this is normal, adultish, human behaviour. Payback in exact measure of how you were wronged. Let me just read this out. It's called the Talio principle, which is in the Jewish idea. It's closely related to the ethical principle of the Golden Rule. The Golden Rule is an ethical principle, considers and recommends preventative initiatives to be taken after the offence has occurred, and instead of the expected revenge, so as to break up the cycle of violence. What I'm saying here is, this rule, you know, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, is meant to stop tit for tat getting out of control and violence that escalates, because it's a measured response that is a fair payback for what the person has done to you. But Jesus says that's adultish behaviour. That's not behaviour of children of the good Father who are in the kingdom. And he says this leads to a vicious cycle. Have a look at verse 39 or just listen. I tell you, don't resist an evildoer. The vicious cycle is behaviour. He doesn't mean resist an evil person. It means don't resist by taking vengeance violently. That is, don't retaliate through evil means, not an evil person. Evil means is taking revenge, basically hitting back, tit for tat. So what is childish behaviour? What is trusting the good Father? Well, Jesus says in the rest of verse 39b through to 42, he has 4 imperatives. And the focus here is on this transforming behaviour. On the contrary, or instead, if anyone slaps you on one cheek, turn to him the other. If one wants to take away your shirt, give him your coat as well. If someone forces you to go 1 mile, go 2 miles with them. And he sums it up, verse 42, give to the one who asks you, and don't turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. The childish behaviour is to take initiative by being generous with grace that transforms relationships. Turn the other cheek, give your extra coat, go the 2nd mile, give to the borrower. This is undeserved and generous. And the focus is on this, always on this 3rd part that transforms relationships. Children by nature, or we are to be children of the good Father, where his inbreaking kingdom comes into our lives by being people of surprising generosity because of his generous grace to us. That's it for today. See you tomorrow.